The 5 most expensive wines in the world. Wine has been popular with the rich through the centuries, and buying rare and exclusive vintages has always been a symbol of status. That is something that is no less true today as the elite spend ever-increasing and eye-watering sums on rare bottles of wine. For those of you that care to know, here is our list of the 5 most expensive wines in the world as of 2017. 1. Screaming Eagle Cabernet, 1992-$500,000. Only 175 cases of this wine were ever produced, although since they come in 6-liter bottles you can make it last if you are careful. Not that there is any fun in that. This particular bottle was sold at an auction in 2000 and the wine continues to be very highly rated. It must be said that this wine was purchased at a charity auction, which places an asterisk next to its place on this list. 2.1947 Cheval Blanc, $304,000. During this year bad weather destroyed most of the wines produced Cheval Blanc and nearly bankrupted them. This makes it even more surprising then that this wine not only survived, but went on to become rated as one of the best tasting wines of all time. This wine was purchased in Geneva at a Christie's auction, and due to the rapidly decreasing stock of it, the value of a bottle today, if you could find one to buy, is estimated to be a whopping $3.6 million. 3. Heidsieck, $275,000. This wine has probably the most interesting backstory of all the wines on this list. This 1907 vintage was being shipped to Tsar Nicholas II when it was sunk by a German U-boat during the First World War. It would remain at the bottom of the Gulf of Finland for the next 80 years when it was discovered and brought to the surface. Of the 2,000 bottles that were recovered, just under 1,000 were still drinkable. This wine is still regularly bid upon and purchased at this price. 4. Chateau's Lafite, $232,692. This wine sold as part of a 2,000-bottle collection sold at an auction in China. An 1869 vintage, it was astonishingly only originally valued at $8,000, but a bidding war erupted. All 3 of the bottles of this vintage were incredibly sold to the same anonymous bidder, talk about selfish, for a total price that came in just short of $1 million. 5. Chateau's Margaux, $225,000. This 1875 Chateau's Margaux wine is probably the most expensive wine that we can definitively say will never be drank, and here's why. Discovered in 1985 in an old Parisian wine cellar and valued at $512,000, the owner was proudly showing it off to his friends at a party in 1989 when he dropped it. The old glass that the bottle was made of miraculously didn't shatter, but 2 large holes appeared and the wine leaked out onto the floor. The only piece of good luck for this unfortunate soul was that he had insured the wine and the company paid out $225,000.